Hey everybody, this is Jennifer Navarrete, and I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah at the Salt Palace for the USANA 14 convention. I'm here with Tim Haran, who is the social media guy for USANA, and you have a team underneath you to handle just kind of like the onslaught of social media for USANA. Now, you come from a journalism background, and so you bring a lot of expertise of how to handle things when it comes to social media from your background. Talk about really that platform, because when we look at social, it's something that needs to be fed constantly. We're not talking about a set it and forget it kind of thing. I mean, and it needs to be fed at 2 in the morning, at 4 in the morning, on Sundays. And so how do you handle that? Because that's a big responsibility for such a large organization.
Yeah, it is. And as you mentioned, I do have a journalism background. And when we started the social media department at USANA 7 years ago, we brought with it a brand journalism type of approach to social media. So we think about providing value to our audience. It's not a platform where we're outright selling our products. Like you said, it's more about starting a conversation, being available, showing what the USANA lifestyle is all about to our audiences. And our audiences are really diverse. It's not just USANA associates, it's also the general public. A lot of our customers who are just buying the products are tuning into our social channels, and it's been great. We've got 4 people now who are doing this full time, and we have a lot of fun with it.
But when you said that it's bigger, I mean, we're not just talking United States.
No,
I mean,
definitely not.
It's global.
Global, yeah. We've got probably 70 social sites around the world. USANA is in 19 markets, and most of those markets have their own Facebook page at least. Others have Twitter. We have 2 or 3 different blogs that are out there where they're updating daily on different topics related to the company. So it really is a big thing.
My audience knows that I talk about the editorial calendar a lot, and so my question to you is, I can't even imagine what your editorial calendar looks like. I mean, we're talking about all different countries, all different platforms, and I'm guessing that the themes for the month are generally the same, but we've got just the different messaging that goes off across all the different channels. And,
oh, sure.
And so when you look at your editorial calendar, is there any white space on there? I just have to wonder.
Yeah, it gets filled really quickly, and that's a really important thing, is to plan ahead. And really have your editorial calendar in place. We're thinking months ahead to try and plan for different events or different initiatives that the company is doing, and we really fill in the calendar. Whether we're filling in the blog, or Facebook, or Twitter, it really is almost a nonstop job.
So when we talk about a new associate, let's come into place. So I'm a new associate, which, by the way, I am a new associate, but I also know social media very well, and I've been involved in this space for a really long time. But let's say I'm new to USANA and also new to social. What are some of the best pieces of advice that USANA has for their associates to kind of delve into this space?
Sure. The number one piece of advice I always give new associates is to subscribe to the official USANA channels. That's the What's Up USANA blog, the official USANA Health Sciences Facebook, and the Twitter. Start there, because we're producing so much content that associates can use. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to be creating your own content out there. We're doing a lot of it for you, and a lot of it you can use, and it's all compliant, it's all approved, and you can start conversations that way with your customers or your new associates that you're bringing into the business. So that's what I recommend first thing.
Well, and it makes sense that if you all already have your editorial calendar going and you already have the conversation in place, if you're a new associate or even an existing associate, it makes sense to tie your messaging into what you all are doing so that you're not, as you said, reinventing the wheel or going against the grain, and it kind of helps facilitate the conversation that you're having online.
Yeah, and we always tell our associates as well that social media is not your business. You're in the business to be promoting USANA, talking to people about the products, about the business opportunity. And social media is just one more tool to help you achieve that. But if you're spending more than a few minutes, a half hour a day on it, you're probably spending too much, especially if you're a new associate. You don't want to be on it all the time, because I'm sure, as you know, you can go into rabbit hole.
The shiny object syndrome takes over for sure.
The rabbit hole of social media, you can just get distracted really easily. So we recommend, starting slowly, like I said, using the content we provide, and just really getting comfortable before you expand and start creating your own content or start expanding to other sites. because that can get out of hand.
It can, because there's new ones coming in all the time. One of the things I think is missing a lot of times is that each associate and each person has their own story. There's a reason why they became involved with the company. My Health Fitness Beauty Quest is my ongoing kind of a diary or a journal of the things that I'm doing, and so I'm able to share that. I sometimes am surprised that folks are kind of cautious to share their own story, and I think that's such a powerful component to it. And what do you all have to kind of, some of the things that you all are doing to kind of encourage that?
Yeah, one of the biggest things that we've got right now that's been really successful for us is the hashtag USANA lifestyle. And I don't know if you've seen that, but it really encourages people to share what they're passionate about. You know, it doesn't have to be USANA. It can be, you know, taking vacations, or it can be eating healthy, it can be working out, being fit. Tag that with your USANA lifestyle, and that starts the conversation rolling. People will start asking questions. Oh my goodness, how are you able to go to Cancun, you know, for a week? You know, what allowed you to do that? And then you can start the conversation about, well, I've got this USANA business, and it provides me a little additional income, it provides me some time freedom to do these kinds of things with my family. And we found that has just been a really successful thing for us.
As we go into the convention, because it hasn't started yet, but we're going to have a flurry of activity coming this week. What are some of the things that, you know, without giving away the secrets, because we don't want to do that, we want there to be a big reveal, but what are some of the things that folks can do who are not going to be physically here in Salt Lake? Because can you believe it, there actually might be folks who didn't come here.
There are a few, yeah.
Just a few. But where can they go to kind of keep up with everything, and are there a certain hashtag they should be using, certain places at certain times, because, you know, maybe sometimes there's a video stream, other times there may be just the ongoing Twitter chat.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to be producing tons of content throughout convention. The USANA 14 hashtag is going to be the go-to hashtag, so I encourage you to follow along on that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social channels. And the What's Up USANA blog will have updates throughout convention. We'll have live streams, as you mentioned. We're going to be broadcasting on Ustream twice a day from the USANA store. So we did that the first time last year, and it was really successful, so we're bringing that back. If you're sitting at home and not here in person, there's going to be just a flood of content coming your way, and you're going to get excited. You're going to want to be here next year. And that's kind of what our goal is, really, is to not only you know, educate and inform people who are here, but also generate buzz for people who aren't here, so that they can see all the excitement and make plans next year to get to Salt Lake City.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for joining me. I'm hoping to catch up with you maybe towards the end, so we kind of do a little recap of everything to talk about some of the content that was created from your team here, that we can kind of direct people towards those aggregated resources. So, hey everybody, so you heard Tim. He said follow USANA, go to What's Up USANA blog, and use the hashtag USANA14, and you'll be able to keep up with everything. And of course, as you know, I'm going to be reporting all week long about all the events that are happening here. If you have questions for me, use the hashtag HFBQ on Twitter and Facebook, or you can just, you know, follow me along. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it.